I'm currently being ghosted by a man who wanted me first. Let's talk about it. The jokes write themselves. I was at a friend's Super Bowl watch party and I met this guy. Here's how it starts. Y'all know I don't go up to men. He's looking at me. I catch him looking at me a couple times. I'm like, okay. He's actually kind of cute. I can't even sit here like he wasn't my type. I don't say anything. I just get close. Of course, he brings up my 444 necklace. Hey, what does your 444 necklace mean? We start talking, everything, I get to know him. He was giving me all this lip. You're beautiful. I want to get to know you better. I was like, and then what? He talking about, okay, take you on a date and get to know you better. I said, okay. Ask me for my Instagram. Easy business. I give him my Instagram. He asked me for my number. I give it to him. He's getting all hyped now that he's on my number. I'm like, you are so happy right now. What's going on with you? He goes, I got the prettiest girl in the room's number, so I'm happy. All this energy, remember it. Now we're still talking. He's not letting me go for the rest of the night. Everything seems normal. I'm actually, into it. Like, he's taking off my boxes. I'm mad at it. He walks me to my car. We say goodbye, whatever. Like, I'm keeping it cool. I'm not doing too much, because at the end of the day, the minute you show that you're interested, they all start getting like, And I won't lie, ladies, he did make me blush a couple times. So he texted me on my way home, and I texted him like, hey, I just made it home. And then he calls me. Y'all, he calls me. He was like, no, but I really like your vibe. We could do something sometime. I'm like, are you making plans? He said, no, I'm definitely gonna take you on a date. But I was like, okay, cool. You make the plans, I'll be here. And then we get off the phone. Tell me why I never hear from this man again. I never hear from this man again. I'm so serious. Mind you, this is the week of Valentine's. I'm not expecting anything from him. I don't know, maybe he had it in his head that I was expecting something from him. Friday comes around, it's Valentine's Day. He texts me, and guess what? He doesn't say, oh, I'm so sorry I haven't hit you up in 5 days. He doesn't say happy Valentine's Day. What he does say is what's good. What's good? That's what the man tells me, what's good? You cannot be serious. We haven't spoken in how many days, and you come back to me talking about what's good? Are you out of your mind? The audacity. I quietly looked at that text. I was like, do I even say anything to this? Ladies, I'm so sorry. I do not play that whole, oh my God, you should have responded to him. You should have responded because it shows that you care. One thing I mean, you do not get to disrespect me and then just think that you get to get off. I feel like every man knows that once a woman's ignoring you, they're trying to play the long game. It doesn't get in their head. They know the thing by now. For me personally, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna say what I feel because I'm sticking to what I feel and what I want to do. And I remember just saying 5 days is insane. Tighten up. And then I unfollow him. I deleted the text messages too. I just don't have it in me for nonsense. I'm gonna have to end this here because I have to rush and get out of here. Yeah, no, this dating thing, ridiculous. I'm done.
Story time when me and my boyfriend had got into a fight because I went to his phone and called him cheating. TikTok, I am not promoting any violence. All I'm doing is telling the story. We was on the phone earlier that day, 11 o'clock, 11 in the morning. So he came in with the idea, oh, let's just order some food in. You could come over here. We could just watch a movie, whatever, a cheap, quote unquote, movie date. So I was like, okay, what time do you want me to be there? What time do you want me to come? What time do you want me to start getting ready? So he told me, he was like, just come over after 4 p.m. because everybody's going to be out the house, so nobody's coming over and nobody's coming back home until Monday morning. Everybody left to go somewhere for the weekend. Everybody in his house left to go somewhere for the weekend. So I was like, okay, let me know if you need anything or if we're gonna need anything before I come to your house so that I know I gotta stop by the store. He told me all we need is like foam cups. So I said, okay. Fast forward, it's like 5:45 and I text him, let him know that I just left the store and I'm gonna be at your house in a minute. So make sure you outside and that door is open so I can just come in because my feet are hurting. So then I got to his house. We went to his room. We was looking for a movie to watch on Netflix, but I know how Netflix is. Netflix, sometimes they have good movies and sometimes they don't got good movies. So we just went on TikTok. We went to go search like some good movies on Netflix. We found one, it all or whatever. Movie started getting boring, so he bring out his phone and we both watching TikToks on his phone. Somebody ended up calling him.
This is just a gentle reminder, but if you're in your 20s and you're dating, you have to be careful out here because I just celebrated one of my close friends' birthdays and we went out to this bar and we ordered a shit ton of drinks, shots, so much so that when we got the tab, it was like $700 worth of alcohol. But that's not even the issue, right? The thing is that we all ended up splitting the bill and we all sent our money to my homeboy, right? So when he ended up pulling out his card, he put his card down to pay. And I guess the waitress saw that and she was like, oh shit, this dude got money. So he already thought the waitress was kind of cute, right? He actually made me go up to the waitress and ask her if she thought he was cute. And she said, yeah. She gave me her Instagram and told me to pass it to my homeboy, right? So I'm like, here, I got her Instagram for you. So they were DMing or whatever. Apparently, she wanted to come over to his spot that same night. Mind you, we just met the girl at the spot that we was at drinking because she was our waitress. You immediately texted my homeboy talking about some, oh, let's link. That's weird. To me, that gives setup vibes. So I'm telling my homie, I'm like, maybe not, because you're drunk as fuck. She works at this bar, and you just never know what could happen, right? So just go to bed, wake up tomorrow with a clear mind, and then, you know, keep texting shorty. And if she still wants to hang out with you tomorrow, then that's a green flag, because she didn't just want to hang out with you while you was drunk. Right. Boom. Yesterday, 4th of July. We wake up and he's like, oh, shorty been texting me. She want to spend 4th of July with me. Da da da. And I'm like, okay, cool. That means like she's really feeling you. So I'm like, oh, just text her back. Like she could come over to the spa. Like I don't celebrate 4th of July because I'm not celebrating this fucking whack ass country. However, I did tell him, if y'all want to go to the beach or whatever, we can just go to the beach. Anyway, bitch, let me get to the point because this shit actually gets fucking crazy. So they ended up going to the beach together. I ended up staying home, right? Because I just didn't want to be at the beach at fucking midnight. They ended up going to the beach, watching the fireworks and having some drinks or whatever. Why did I just get woken up Sunday morning? Mind you, it's Sunday morning, July 5th. I just got woken up because my homie called me and he showed me like his neck was all like red and fucked up. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck happened last night? Like, did you get burned by a firework? Like, what happened? Y'all, this man said the bitch is a werewolf. I said, what do you mean? He said, the bitch is either a vampire or a werewolf. I'm like, what do you mean? Y'all, apparently the girl, the waitress from Friday night, she told my homie that she had like this big secret and that nobody could know about it, and like she was only telling him because she really likes him. Da, da, da. And he goes, bitch, she told me she was a hybrid. I'm like, stop fucking playing. What is a hybrid? You mean like a car that goes in between electric and gas? The car that Brian Griffin drives. That, I'm like, she's a car? He was like, friend, no. She talking about she a mix between a werewolf and a vampire. Her mom was a werewolf. Her dad was a vampire. They met, they fell in love, and they had her. When I tell you, I busted out fucking laughing. I'm like, bro, stop fucking playing. What really happened to your neck? Because that shit looks serious. He was like, Nasha, I'm not playing with you. Look at my face. Mind you, straight face on FaceTime. Straight face. One thing about my homie is if he lying, you could tell he lying because he gonna laugh. I'm like, wait, she told you she was a werewolf vampire mix? I'm so confused. He was like, Nasha, you confused? I'm confused. I'm like, okay, but that doesn't explain what happened to your neck. He was like, bro, she did this. She was like clawing on me and like biting on me, and like I guess she was trying to prove what she said, but she did this. I'm like, dude, call the authorities. What the fuck? She fucked you up. So then, right, as I'm on FaceTime with him, I go, where are you right now? Like, I'm coming over because that shit looks serious. He was like, no, you can't come over. I'm like, why not? Y'all, he gonna switch his FaceTime camera, point it into his room, right? Because he was in the living room. It's pointing at his room now. Why do I see like the edge of the bed, like the end of his bed? Someone is in there sleeping. So I'm like, bruh, is that bitch with you right now? He was like, yeah. I'm like, dog, what the fuck? So I'm trying to ask him, like, why is this bitch in your crib right now? You just said she's fucking crazy. He goes, Nasha, I know the bitch ain't no werewolf. I know the bitch ain't no vampire. I'm not, hello? But you know what else I know? I'm like, what? Y'all. He said, I know. He said, I know she ate my ass from the crack to the sack. Boom. Hangs up the call. What?
I cannot make this up. I cannot make this up. Imagine, first date with a man. You hit it off. Great energy. Date runs long. And you have a graduation party to get to. So I'm like, you know what? Okay, you want to come with me to my homegirl's graduation party? He's like, okay, yeah, sure. But I don't want to show up empty-handed, so we stop at the Target. Another green flag, because we've been hitting it off. Okay, great. We stop at Target. He gets her a card. We go to the graduation party. I introduce him to my friend. Cool. We go to my car. We're getting into my car. He's saying like, oh yeah, can you drop me off at the mall? Da 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 da, like whatever. fine, because he allegedly Ubered an hour to get to me because he lives far out, not in the city. This man gets in my car. All of a sudden, a woman comes up out of the blue. I don't know where this woman was. She comes up and she yanks open my passenger side door. She's like, what the F are you doing? Get up. Come with me right now. Come with me right now. Get up. Get up. You're coming with me. At first, I thought she was joking. And at first, I thought it was like she saw him from afar, thought he was fine, came into the car, was like, you're coming with me. You're coming with me. Because he was just like, chill, chill, chill. So I was like, oh, okay, that's cute. Like, he's fine. Okay, period, sis. But, like, not too much. But then she gets rowdy. She's like, get out the car. Get out the car. And yanks this full-grown size man and yanks him out the car. So I'm like, oh, y'all know each other. Takes him out the car. Bella, my car, is here. Her car is here. I'm T-boned in. I cannot move. There's a car in front of me. So all I can do is sit and look in my rear view at her beating. Just beating his ass. Just beating his ass. And I'm like, I turn my music down so I can hear what's being said. I can't hear nothing, but just going. And I'm like, what the heck? I didn't have the word. Like, I didn't have the words. It happened so fast, and I cannot move. So I'm sitting here, waiting for her to finish his beating. Finally, they start to back up. They pull up beside me. I'm looking like this. And he goes, and they drive off. And I just didn't know whether to laugh or cry. Because clearly that's your girl. We talked about cheating. We talked about red flags. We talked about green flags. He had passed a lot of, like, he had a good head on his shoulders, I thought. We talked about cheating in 30 minutes. We talked about emotional versus physical cheating. And she picked him up and yanked him out of the passenger side. And they drove off, and then he texted me, what are you doing? What am I doing? I'm coping. I'm done with men. Especially light skins. I can't.